Okay, now we're live. All right, welcome everybody to the following live talk with my boy Stefan. We're going to be covering a few things, mainly involving the Club World Cup, Real Madrid's performance, against Paris Saint-Germain or lack of. Second one is going to be discussing how we thought the Club World Cup went as a whole, and if we actually enjoyed it. Real Madrid and maybe some of the other teams as well. Then we're talking to some of the players' performance, like for example Vini, Mbappe, Rodrygo, Gonzalo Garcia. What we think about our front three front three at the moment. And then we will talk about Carreras joining Real Madrid officially. Been waiting for it, it seems like, for quite a while, but it's finally happened. And then maybe also discussing some possible new transfers as well, or actually players that we need from Madrid, like this summer, right? So there's talk about, for example, Konate for next summer, but I think we need a central defender this summer. And then the last thing would then be, is Alonso going to be able to win La Liga or the Champions League this coming new season? So Stefan, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. I'm trying to recover from my whole week of holiday. It's pretty intense.
Yeah. So Afro Nation it went well then, yeah.
Yeah, it went very well, honestly. I can't even explain it. What I'm saying is, you need to experience something like this, especially as African person. You need to experience like something like this.
Yeah. Maybe next year I'll join you, man.
Well,
I this time I was in Dublin, Ireland. See my family and everything. So also just got back as well yesterday, and I didn't have time actually to make a follow-up video to my reaction video. But we can go through the analysis of the Paris Saint-Germain game, and so let me know your your summary of the game, like the performance, how it went, and then we can dive into it a little bit more as well.
Yeah, sure. I just finished the game now. It's done. I watched it. Well, there was like nothing really positive about it. But at the same
one, but I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I remember I told you back then that I didn't want to play against PSG because they would dominate us, they would destroy it, and this is exactly what happened. I think there's no need for a quick judgment on it. We knew it would happen. Alonso took the teams just before the tournament, so there was no miracle. I think it's actually a miracle that we made it to the semi-final. In terms of the money that the club's going to make, that's pretty good, and I think that's the only thing that we need to take from there. Even in terms of like individual performances, apart from one player that I've been telling you for like ages now. I don't think that we should take a conclusion right away. It's only a couple weeks, about 4 weeks they've been together. There's still the summer that Xabi Alonso can work on the team, and after the preseason, that's when I'm gonna make some judgment by it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Like for me, I was the opposite because I thought it would be good for us to face PSG this season while they're like are performing so well, right? Like the best team in the world right now, even though they lost the final to Chelsea. But I think it was a good indication of, almost really like how poor Madrid, even though we've kind of known like this season, right? But the difference in gap with Madrid and then top European teams, right? So we saw it against PSG, we saw it against Barcelona multiple times. We saw it against Arsenal. So we're seeing that when Madrid actually comes up against like these top European teams, they cannot compete, right? And I think I wanted to see it because, Alonso coming in, I think how it's gone really well. The changes he's made and the new look of Madrid with the players he had available and everything. So it was what I was looking for this Club World Cup. I wanted just to see like better performances from the team and players not making the same mistakes that they were making continuously, right? So I feel the players have quickly adapted to Alonso's formation. And yeah, man, all those wins, I was getting excited, So I was like, okay, PSG, bring it on, right? Because yeah, anything can happen in a game of football. But I think the game itself, yeah, was really ruined by those two mistakes. Asencio, I don't know what he was doing, and then you have Rudiger making the same mistake later on, right? So I think from the very beginning, what you saw was that like Madrid were actually quite intense in those first few minutes, right? But of course, like literally the first like 1 or 2 minutes. But of course, yeah, PSG being the better team, were obviously getting control of the game, also shooting on Courtois' goal, finding it quite easy. Well, yeah, easy enough to get through and to have a shot on goal, right? And then, yeah, that mistake from Asencio comes in, which is just literally like a lapse of concentration, which at a game like this, at a magnitude like this, man, you can't make that mistake, right? So Asencio, the seasons he's had, like, he had a good season breaking through. But then in the space of 3 games, he has really messed up his Real Madrid career. you know,
Yeah,
honestly, you got the penalty, you got the red card, and then now you got him just giving away a silly goal, right? So, I mean, Alonso now, how can you now trust Asensio in these big games, right? He's not a player you can trust right now because we've kind of seen it in this period. Even though I know there's a lot of things going on off the field, but yeah, now he's letting it affect himself and then also the team, right? In the matches. So yeah, can we rely on him? And then now Rudiger making that mistake. Once again, Rudiger, we have our thoughts about Rudiger, but Rudiger never makes a mistake like that. He never just loses the ball like that. I can't remember a time when he just lost the ball like that out of nowhere, right? Like normally he's in the wrong positions and things like that, and yeah, isn't in the right positions where he needs to. But him just losing the ball like that, you don't really see it. So for him to make that mistake and just shoot us in the foot again, like now, how do you expect these players, to muster something out when two of your players have done this thing to you, right? And then now you're going up against the best team in the world. So it was crazy, man.
it has been like that through the whole season. To be fair, like the defense hasn't been the greatest. Like maybe the difference, especially with this tournament, is that we had a defender, Dean Housen, that came in the team and showed level. And maybe I mean, I knew it already, but maybe some of the fans just realized that Asencio and Rudiger are just not like Real Madrid level. And I've been saying this for Rudiger for years. He's been carried for like the first season that he came. I don't think he did a good season. The game that saved him was against City when he pocketed Haaland. But apart from that, he didn't have a good season. The second season, he got carried by Alaba first. Then he had carried by Nacho. That's why he was okay, but he wasn't as good as people may think. He always been like that. And last season, the season that just finished, he was just bad. He was terrible, regardless of. Now he's not injured anymore, and you can tell that's his real level. That's why he was good to be a third defender, a fourth defender, but he's not good as a starter. That's my opinion. And I think like if there's one defenders that we need to offload and get money out of, I think he's one of them. Because don't know for you, but I saw Militao entrance, and I was like,
man.
I'm actually happy he's back.
Dude, that was the one positive I got from the game, man. I was like, bro, this is a top defender, man. Like,
yes.
Dude, he was commanding that backline, commanding the team, man. Like honestly, he was a leader. He was a Ramos, man.
And I will tell you, when he came back last season, the season before, I actually thought something is off with him. I thought like his balance is like something is maybe he's still scared of the injuries and everything. The way he came on, I'm saying this is a player that now do not have issues anymore. I can tell, like especially I came back from sort of injuries like that. I can tell he doesn't have issues anymore.
Mm,
So now I'm hoping with the preseason he's going to show us that he can actually. We need to still like he needs to take time. I actually believe he came on for too many minutes,
mm,
but they know more than us.
mm,
I'm looking forward to see what he's going to bring because if he's coming and let's say Konate is coming, although I'm not a fan of Konate,
mm,
um, maybe if we have Hoysen, Militao, Konate, and Asencio potentially, we
mm,
don't need Rudiger, and then you
mm,
keep Alaba also because
mm.
Alaba is not going to leave. We know it because
Yeah.
nobody's going to take him, but Rudiger somebody can take him.
The
Obviously,
thing is, I don't think Madrid.
he's not going to leave, but
Yeah, I don't think Madrid will sell him because as well, with all the issues we had like these last 2 seasons, Rudiger has actually been available for like 90% or 95% of our
yeah,
games, right?
yeah.
So that's the thing with our defense. We really need a new center back like coming in, a top one,
Mhm.
and the whole Kanate thing. If Madrid could have their pick, it probably wouldn't be Kanate. But Madrid are being like always, trying to find these deals, right? Even though they can go out and get a
Very-
top class central defender, right? And we need one because as positive as it was for Militao to come back, he's not going to be able to play every single game, and he's not going to be able to play that many minutes, right? We don't want him, right? So we need to nurse him back, different to what we did last season, right? So nurse him back. So that means we really just have like one housing. That's the only one. The one top defender who's going to be there consistently, right? Hopefully, he
Mhm.
has no fitness issues. But we can't trust Asencio. We can't trust Rudiger. And then Militao and Carvajal, we don't know how they're going to come back. And same thing with Mendy. So our back line, in terms of fitness, is unreliable. you know.
So far
So
this season, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so like we can't go there like we did last season. Last season we needed a central defender and they didn't do it, right? So Kanate thing, if it is actually legit, it's like next season. But we need a central defender this season, man. And man, I think as well like a right back because same thing. It doesn't have to be like a top right back, just like an academy player or somebody else, right, to fill that role when Trent cannot play. Because once again, Carvajal, we don't know. We just don't know, right? So why risk it? And he didn't look as comfortable as, for example, Militao came on. But once again, it was one game. But I don't want to see Valverde. That was the game for me. Well, actually, this whole tournament, I was like, I never want to see Valverde right back again.
Nah, yeah,
Never
yeah.
want to see him.
I was
You know?
actually surprised. Well, when I heard like he was right back, I was what's going on? Obviously, Trent. It was probably the
Yeah,
last decision.
yeah.
Uh, uh, but yeah, I don't want to see Valverde there. So what? I don't know what happened to Xabi. It felt like Ancelotti was taking over the team
Dude,
again.
man. I was about to message you, man, but because I knew you were at Afro Nation, I didn't. But I was gonna be like, dude, did Ancelotti take the helm again? This is an Ancelotti
You
team.
called the guy. He said, "Yeah,
I was
you know."
like, what's he doing, bro? Valverde. Fine. Then I found out Trent was injured. Okay, fine. But then we had Vini, Gonzalo Garcia, and Mbappe up front. So in the beginning, Vini was on the right side.
Yeah.
And throughout the whole game, man, it did not work. And I was like, dude, are we why are we creating the same problem we had last season? Right?
Mm.
Last season, the front three wasn't working. And then this front three, it already doesn't work. We got players, we got Gonzalo Garcia, he's a striker, man. Just play him as a striker. He can't do anything else. I don't want him to do anything else, right? If he needs to drop back and help out the defense on the right, okay, fine. But then a part of me was like, you know what? With Vini and Mbappe, we can't keep this up, man. We can't keep these two players like just not even defending, right? Not pressing. So maybe because okay, after 10 minutes the game was over. After 24 minutes, the third goal, the game was definitely over. And then they weren't pressing. And I was like, at first I was defending them a little bit, but I was like, no, man, why are we accommodating these two players who don't want to press? They're not Cristiano Ronaldo. They're not Messi. They're not at that level. Everybody else has to run back and defend. All right. So why are you guys not doing it? You're not that good, right? So yeah, it's too much, man.
Yeah, I know. But I'm not. Do you know what? I'll tell you something. The
Yeah.
fact that he still tried to play free at top,
Mm.
uh, I think it's a good thing that he did. He needs to experience different different shape in this team. He needs to. That's why I don't really blame him for this. I was surprised, but I'm like, yeah, try it now anyway, because we know we're not going to win that World Cup. Let's just try now. Let's try also during the preseason if we can play at free. Let's try everything that you want to, and then at some point, probably around October or November, we're gonna know what's the core of this team. Like apparently, like he's got a lot of liberty compared to most of the managers that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him try. Let him try. I don't mind that, to be fair.
Yeah, just not in this game because we do have preseason, so he could have done that.
We'll still get battered anyway.
Yeah, but at least let's get battered in a way that, like, I don't know, we can also put up we can compete, you know. So it would have been actually interesting how the game would have turned out if we didn't give away those 2 goals, because maybe it would have been somehow different, right? But all right, so now we can go into the second point, just our overall thoughts of the Club World Cup. And actually Madrid's performance,
in the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
I think we overachieved. we made it to the semi-final. None of us would have thought that. Because we thought, like, probably if we would have played against City, we still could have lose. We thought, maybe Juventus. I was actually confident. When we played Dortmund, we played a very good game, but like the end, and that was a bit like shaky. And once again, Rudiger was involved. Once again,
that was Rudiger. I'm not defending Rudiger, but that was also Alonso as well, man. He made too many changes in that midfield, and things got confusing. Tchouaméni got tired, and he took him off, which I probably agree, because Tchouaméni was still tired, and all these players are tired, man. But Tchouaméni was exhausted against PSG. But against Dortmund, he took him off, and then now you had Modric, the great Modric, played his last game now against PSG, losing 4-0, crazy. But you had Modric and Ceballos in midfield, man. Like, and then 5 at the back. Like, somehow we had 5 at the back and 2 in midfield, and then we had the front 3 up there. So, like,
I mean, he's trusting his players. But yeah, some of those players, I think they get too cocky. As soon as they know that they're winning, they step down a little bit. They're not concentrating anymore. But it's a reminder that this team, regardless of what they wanted, they don't have the experience yet to control the game. Talking about the young players, that's why he brought Ceballos and Modric, because I don't know if you saw, but when Ceballos and Modric come in every time, we keeping the ball. That's what they're here for.
Not against Dortmund, though.
But that's what he do.
Yeah, it worked in the other games, but you also had Tchouaméni there. You had some legs in there. So, for example, why not have Valverde in that midfield for some legs?
Maybe they were tired. I don't know. I wasn't watching properly. Also, I was away. But
because, man, like, we need a squad, and I don't think our squad is good enough for this season.
We still have injuries. Camavinga is not back yet. Caval, Militao was it. Yeah, we might need. That's why, to me, like, it doesn't really make sense to offload players when we actually need a bigger squad. Now we have Carreras that signed, which is good. You said it earlier. I think one guy from the academy needs to step up on the right side. He needs to step up. I don't know, but Forte, I think he signed a new contract, so maybe Forte can play, like, maybe at the end of the season, like between 10 to 15 games. Who knows? We need more players from La Castilla to complete the squad, and maybe I would say we need one midfielder and one.
I think so too. Yeah, a top one coming in. Yeah, because
Gula.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Talk to me about Gula. There you go. Talk to me about Gula.
No, like we said it, man. The last 2 years, yeah, he's had some moments, at the end of the season, putting in his performances. Um, but this tournament, man, I think I really saw, okay, like what he actually brings to the team, right? What he can bring that team in that deep role. He's literally the playmaker that we needed, right? Like this at the beginning of the season. But I've been impressed, man. Assists, like for example, against that game against PSG, when we had attacks, it was actually Guler finding like a ball, like to break the lines and everything. So he's helping the team create chances. He's helping the team play a lot better, right? And he's that player who's able to find all these players, all these amazing players we have, right? Bellingham does it, can do it more. Valverde, yeah, can do it, but yeah, maybe that's not his role for the team, right? Like he has a different role. I think Bellingham could also chip in a little bit more with the creativity part, right? But he does have his long range abilities and everything. But Guler, man, I've been impressed. I'm not going to rely everything on Guler because once again he's still young and we still need like a full season out of him. And once again, like I don't yeah, he's not gonna play every single game. And when he is out, like
But
who's
he
gonna
looks
step?
like it. He looks
Huh?
like he looks like he's gonna play every single game.
Well, yeah, well. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't know if he has the fitness. I don't know if he's strong enough, physically, to play every single game,
He's not strong enough.
Huh?
He's not strong enough. I think he's an amazing player. I think he
Yeah,
has amazing talent.
yeah,
Uh, uh, there's a hype around him.
yeah. Which is fine. I understand, but like, calm it down.
Yeah, I don't think. I think like
Yeah.
we overhyping him, and I think like he he's got time to improve.
Mm,
If I'm being honest, if we have him as a starter the whole season, we're not going anywhere.
mm,
But let him play like against like teams that we want to control the game, etc. But against big team, he's gonna get absolutely destroyed. Like
okay.
you can
Mm.
see against that PSG, he hasn't touched the ball. You can see
It was silent, man. Honestly, it was ridiculous.
yeah, against Barcelona,
Yeah,
it was the same thing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
he he has some limits. Now he's still young. He's only 19. He needs to grow. He didn't have like regular game time during the
Mm,
tournament he had. But as
mm,
soon as like the level stepped up,
mm,
the man disappeared.
mm,
Can he be a starter for this club? Of course he can.
mm,
Is the players that we should rely on? We should. That's what I'm saying. We should rely on.
mm.
I'm doubting, and I'm hoping he's going to prove me wrong. But to me, I'm actually waiting for Kamavinga to come back and just to show me that he can actually maybe take a step through this team and prove everything wrong. And I think he will.
Yeah, man. Because everybody seems to have forgotten about Kamavinga, man.
It's because he's getting injured. Because but like I
Yeah.
think I'm happy he didn't play this tournament so he can save himself.
Mm.
Preseason. For the preseason, he's going to be fine.
The only thing, okay, what that midfield needs is a playmaker, right? A deep lying playmaker, and that's what Guler can provide, and that's what Ceballos, even though it's not at the level of Madrid, can provide. But same thing. I don't even think Ceballos as a backup is enough, right? So that's why I think we need another attacking midfielder coming in. That kind of what?
Ceballos, do you think he's going to stay?
I guess he'll stay, man. But like, I think just go, man. I know like yeah he can offer something control and everything, but man he's just not good. He's not good enough, man. Like, honestly, he's not good enough for Madrid. Like I don't want to go back to the days when we had like Gago in midfield and things like that, man. No, like get top players in that role, and once again find a young and coming player either from the academy or from somewhere else and give him the chance, right? So he can be okay. You have Guler, you have Kamavinga. I still think you need like another top midfielder coming in, and then now that Ceballos role can be filled with somebody else who has potential, right? Ceballos, he's not going to improve. We're gonna get the same out of him. And once again, in those big games, he's not gonna be able to control the game. He's not gonna
Oh,
get the ball off of Tina and all those and Ruiz.
what about Brahim? Because you see, he came on in the midfield. Did you see against PSG? So he came on in the midfield. What about him? Like, what do you think about what he can bring to this team? I think he can bring a lot in the midfield, not as the playmakers that everybody is thinking
Yeah.
of Tony Cruz, but I think he can actually bring something very important to this team. Not as a starter, obviously.
Mm.
Some games here and there, he can do the job.
So if we get the Brahim we got at the beginning of this season and the season before, then man, Bellingham is out for is it 2-3 months or something. So if he performs at his full abilities, I think there's no reason why he cannot perform so good that he gets into that starting 11. But the thing is consistency. I know he's not like a top player, but he can definitely challenge. He's basically our Isco, right? When he's performing well, he can get in that team and he can bring those top players out, right? Because at the start of the season, if it wasn't for his injury and him coming back not at his high level, if it wasn't for that injury, man, Rodrygo wasn't getting a sniff, right? That was going to be his position. Rodrygo came off crying when he got injured because he knew Brahim had that spot, man. Brahim had that spot. So I think Brahim can bring something. And he also now has, I expect him to give his top performance and to, for example, we shouldn't really miss Bellingham in this time because I've seen Brahim can offer what Bellingham offers, right? Not the same level, but he can offer that thing, right? So I think he can cover that. And then now I am interested to see what Camavinga's role is going to be with Alonso. And yeah, is he going to be that person who's going up against a Guler? But once again, can Camavinga offer that deep lying playmaker role that Guler can offer? Like, I don't know. I don't know what you think about that.
Imagine that. There is like some things that I've been thinking of. Imagine the fact that Bellingham is off. He's been out. He would be out for like what 3 months. Imagine somebody comes in and actually the team works better without and I'm a big fan of Bellingham. But I believe like he needs to understand he's a midfielder. I think like during the tournament he understood that a little bit. But unfortunately he's gonna be out now for 3 months.
Yeah.
Imagine that scenario that because now Bellingham is not there anymore, we can play at 3 strikers and the team plays better. That would be He's overloaded, overcrowded. Is like this front 3 or front 4, whatever that they call it.
Yeah.
So like as long as like I have a midfield that stay in midfield.
Yeah.
And then my 3 strikers do whatever they want, even if they don't want to defend out. As long as like my center back are good enough.
Yeah.
Every scenario is possible.
The thing is, like, it's like some of these like British midfielders, because you have Bellingham, you have Rice, you have McTominay. Like managers don't seem to know like how to play these players, right? So Rice, managers have played like in different roles. Or is he a deep midfielder? Is he a box to box? Is he this? Bellingham, what is he? Is he like is he a forward? Is he a box to box? Is he this? The thing with Bellingham and Valverde, they're both box to box, right? They're both box to box midfielders. Can we have 2 of them in the same team? I think like the games against Salzburg, Pachuca, Salzburg, and I think it was Juventus. I think he did find a way to actually fit Bellingham and Valverde, right? And they were almost like swapping roles like per game, right? So maybe that's something they're gonna do, right? So one day, okay, it's Valverde's job to like get into the box. Another match is like Bellingham's, right? Or maybe in the game we have so much control and both of them are going in there, right? So I feel like, man, because Madrid over the last few summers, the last few transfer windows, I guess I don't know, man. Like they have the money, man. They have the money, so I don't know why. Like, they're like, okay, we're relying on like free agents and all this kind of stuff and everything. But I feel like we've been getting those top players, but they don't necessarily fit with the team that we have at the moment, right? So Bellingham coming in, yeah, similar profile to Valverde, and you're both gonna play them. They're both starters, right? So now that's the thing of who's the third midfielder who complements these two midfielders, right? And the same thing with up front. We have Mbappe coming in, and 3, 4, 5 years ago, we wanted him, we needed him. We didn't need him now. And now he has created so much problems in this midfield in this team, because now you have the Rodrygo thing. Now you have, okay, can Vini and Mbappe play together? What's going to happen with Gonzalo Garcia? Once again, Gonzalo Garcia has done well, but people getting a bit too excited. Like he's only broken through, so give him time. He's going to be coming off the bench and giving us an option when we need to, right? So there's not a problem there. There'll be a problem, yeah, if he keeps on scoring like he's scoring, man. Eventually it's like, okay, Vini, Mbappe, what are you guys going out? So
I'm fine with Garcia. Like, if he provides, but he's been providing since he came in the team. I'm happy with him. And
yeah.
good thing is he's Spanish. We have to think this way. Like, this club now wants to Spanish a bit more of the team, so he fits perfectly in the criteria. Now, somebody's gonna have to be on the bench here and there. I think they now, those players, they need to stop like acting like they own the clubs. They do not own the club.
Yeah.
With the clubs that's been there before them, he's been there with them. He will still be there after them.
Yeah.
They need to follow what the club want from them, or they can leave.
All right. So, what do you think about this Vini situation, or the front three? Let's recap on it again.
So Vini's situation, I guess I understand why he wants to have. It's all about the stats and the statute and the salary. It's probably the salary, the issue. Now, we're gonna be honest. Vinicius has been doing amazing for this club. Vinicius deserves a lot of things. But if we talk real football player, he can't lace Mbappe's boots. And that's a fact. No matter what people are telling me, yeah, Vinicius has 2 Champions League and everything. Does Vinicius has a World Cup?
But what do you mean about that? That he can't compete against Mbappe on what?
In terms, like, you have to understand one thing with the situation between Vinicius and Mbappe. Vinicius has been bought as a youngster, and he's been built as a star with Real Madrid. But Real Madrid is a club that brings stars in this club, and the biggest star, and actually a free agent that was available, was Mbappe. Mbappe has been chased for years by Real Madrid, especially by Florentino Perez. He's there. You said it once. He's there. He's not going to leave. You have to accommodate with this. And now, Vinicius, I don't think he understands that Mbappe's name is much bigger than Vinicius' name. And that's a fact. And this is, no matter how Vinicius is performing, Mbappe will always be the man. That's how it is. Sometimes, if you want things in life, it's not going to happen. He wants 30 million. If the club is giving him 25, just take the 25. Because now you're creating a situation that I don't even think like the club is worried about it. The club is not worried about it. The club is thinking, you take this, and if you're not happy, you can leave. The door is open. Now I think like Vinicius is putting himself in this situation. And after the season that he had, he can't go to the club and say, I want the same money as Mbappe. It's impossible. We haven't won anything. The season before, yes. This season, no. He wasn't our best player. So you can't ask the same. This happened to Ozil back then. This happened to Di Maria back then. This happened to Ramos, our club captain, our club legend.
Yeah,
This happened to the best player in history of Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo. If you don't take what we're giving you, the door is open, you can leave. If Vinicius wants to be in this position, I don't think he's going to win. Now, I don't want Vinicius to leave, but I was also a Real Madrid fan before Vinicius was even born.
Yeah.
So I don't care. You want to sign your contract, sign your contract. You don't want to sign, it's fine. I will still support Real Madrid. And the clubs will still win with or without him. Now, I think with the holidays, he's gonna think about everything. He's gonna calm down. He's gonna come back and say, all right, cool, I'm gonna sign. I don't think he wants to leave. I think he wants to stay. But it's really the people around him messing in his head. Because probably like you have to remember this. He's Brazilian. He wasn't especially born around wealthy environment. He was the one that actually built everything that he has right now for his whole family. So he's not even thinking about himself. He's thinking about his whole family, probably even more. You have Saudi Arabia that came with this amount of money that was huge. I don't know how much was it, like 300 million or something like that.
Wow. Crazy money.
Crazy money. So maybe like in his head, he must be thinking, "Oh, so I'm worth that money." No, you're not.
Yeah.
Worth that money. Like even what Cristiano Ronaldo has right now, I still think it's insane. But the man deserves it. The man has a whole career. He's 40 years old now. But now, like Vinicius wants to be in a position that he can earn and more than Cristiano Ronaldo was earning at the end of Real Madrid's career. I think it's insane. I think it's unrealistic.
Yeah, so I think last season I was like, man, we need to keep Vini because how he's performed for the last 4 seasons back then. And he was the man at Real Madrid. And when Mbappe came in, he was still the man, right? And I think now, because of the season he's had, maybe that's changed a little bit. And I do understand, for example, he can't get as much as Mbappe because Mbappe is is a superstar, right? He's internationally known, right? Even people who aren't in football would know who this guy is, right? But Vini, he doesn't have that name. So now you can't ask for the same money that Mbappe is on, right? Same thing that Brahim can ask for the same money that Rodrygo is on, or things like that, right? So there's like the football side of it, and then there's actually like the marketing side of it. So Mbappe is always going to be the highest paid player because he's the highest name, right? Not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to be like the best player at the club. Or the most valuable, because that record goes to Mr. Valverde. So it just is how it is. So I think, Madrid are probably the offer they gave him, they're not going to change. That's the offer that's there. And I think Madrid as well, over the last maybe, 5 for 10 years, man, 5 years, let's say. They have really changed like how they do business right now, how they deal with their players, right? Before Casillas, he didn't get like a ceremony when he finished, But now you have Modric and Kroos and everything, right? So I feel like now Florentino and the team and everything, they actually do really value these players, right? And they respect these players. That's why you get all these ceremonies, and that's why they will make an offer that they feel is fair on both sides, and that is justifiable. And they're not like a Manchester United, right? Are just spending money like crazy, right? So it's calculated. So that contract is what it is, right? So now Vini is like, in fairness, man, it's like, what's he gonna do? Is he really gonna go to Saudi? I don't think he's gonna do that. And okay, if you don't want to go to Saudi and some other team gives you the money, like who in Europe you're gonna go to? Who's gonna give you that money you're asking for? I don't think why. Maybe PSG, but even but so man, it's like yeah, I think, man, eventually he's going to sign it. But I would want him to stay. And yeah, let me get your take now on Rodrygo. He hasn't
Um,
played, man, for the last few games.
yeah,
So,
he hasn't played, and I'm thinking that the message that Xabi Alonso sent him here, I don't think is a message that you need to leave or something like that, because Real Madrid is not like that. Real Madrid is telling you straight away, if you need to leave, they tell you straight away. They don't send you a message like that, you know. I actually think like the issue was that Rodrygo didn't perform the way that Xabi Alonso wanted him to perform.
mm,
Because you could see when Xabi Alonso arrived, he was talking a lot to Rodrygo. He was next to him a lot of time. I just think like Rodrygo didn't perform. Now I saw that Rodrygo said like he wants to stay.
mm.
Apparently, that's what they say.
He's always saying that.
Yeah, but even like recently, it's been said that he said
Mm,
to everybody that he wants to stay at Real Madrid and he wants to succeed.
mm,
Boy, it's your time to show that you need to do something different.
mm.
That's what I'm saying. Because now his price tag dropped. And
Massively, man.
I can't believe
Massively.
they
He
said
lost like 30 million, man. Like,
100 million. That's insane.
like
That's
it's
insane.
crazy, man.
If I was Rodrigo right now, I'd be hurt by it. I'd be hurt by they said to me like you can leave for like 70, 80, 90, 100 million. I'll be hurt by that.
Yeah,
And let me show you that if you guys want me to leave, at least I'm going to show you that I'm worth like at least 150. Again, like I said to you, if he wants to
yeah,
leave, that's good. If he wants to stay, I'd prefer him to stay. Even if he's on the bench, I'd rather have him on the bench that offload him to. Did you see the rumor? Now Liverpool wants him, unfortunately, probably because of Jota's situation.
yeah, yeah.
Imagine if we give him to Liverpool. Liverpool's going to play against us in the Champions League. Can you imagine
Dude,
this?
I think because yeah,
Can you?
Liverpool has always kind of been, I know, but Liverpool's always kind of been like my second team, right? Like yeah, my team in the Premier League. Man, I would love to see Rodrygo at Liverpool, man. I would love that, and bring Isak too, man. Do it,
Look at
do it.
so
Yeah,
they just
yeah,
got rid Florian Wirtz. They're gonna get
yeah.
inside, and on top of that, we're giving them Rodrigo. And who did we get from them? Trent. Oh man.
So okay, here. Here's my
So,
thing. Here's my thing. All right. So with the whole Rodrigo thing, I think we can sell him and get the money because Madrid apparently don't have money, right? So we can get the money and we can invest that money into a center back, into a midfielder, into maybe another right-sided, a right midfielder, a right wing or something, right? So I feel like Rodrigo being Rodrigo being out of this team, man, I don't think we'll miss it, man. I really don't think we'll miss it because once again, like I value what Rodrigo has given this team, but I think things have shifted a little bit with this comparison of like Vini or Rodrigo, and I'm gonna go with Vini because of how he's developed over the years. But Rodrigo,
what you
with all
saying
this,
as a starter? You mean?
Rodrigo, I'm sorry,
Or Vinny in the squad?
what's this?
So you saying like you shifted towards Vinny, but as a starter or as in the squad?
No, so like no, in comparison, yeah, in comparison to Vinny and Rodrigo,
Yeah.
when this debate came up, okay, who should go, who should stay, I was always like, okay, Vinny. Vinny is my guy, right? Because of his performances over the years and how he's developed, right? And then Rodrigo, like through all these debates, all these comparisons, I was like, man, you know what? Rodrigo is more, yeah, he's more talented and more gifted than apparently he's the most gifted, right? Out of all the forward line, or maybe, yeah, all the forward line.
Mm.
I think Bellingham was saying, right? But where are the stats to prove it? Where's him like winning us the game to prove it? Like he doesn't step up enough, right? So I'm saying he's worth 100 million or 90 million on transfer market. Sell him, get the money, because you can replace him with somebody else who will put up better numbers, who will give a better performance, because he's not he's not an elite player. We haven't seen it. And he's had 5 years at Madrid now, and we haven't seen that proof. So it's time for, like, I think Madrid to become ruthless for some of these players, man. If you don't perform, you're out, man. You're out, because dude, I don't know, but I would get somebody to give us balance, man. To give us balance. So, okay, let's say on that right midfield or right wing or whatever, right forward position. Who do we have to play there? So either he's gonna have if the team is all fit, if we're playing a three at the back or whatever, right? You're gonna have either Valverde or Bellingham there playing their switching roles. Hopefully Mastantuono comes in and hits the ground running, and then he's gonna be in that position. We have
did you see the World Cup?
No, I didn't. Was it good? Yeah, killer.
No. I was like, okay, cool. Like he's got something, but for him to be a 70-year-old man come into Real Madrid and be a starter, that's like what are they watching?
It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be so. Yeah, I think once again he's gonna need time, right? And 17 years old, he's gonna need time. But at least in terms of balance, with his profile, he's gonna give us balance, right? Brahim can come on, play that midfield, play that role, or he can go into midfield. But I just feel the balance of the team is off with the player profiles that we have, and bringing somebody else who can compete with your Brahims, with your Mastantuono, doesn't have to be like a superstar. We already have the superstars, and then give them a chance and see how they perform this season, right? But because here, I don't want to see Vini that side. I don't want to see Gonzalo Garcia that side. So, they need to find a player to play in that position. So that right-sided forward, right-sided midfield, or whatever, winger. And then I think there's important positions that we really need to cover, and we can't rely on some of these players anymore.
So we just won 80 millions from the World Cup.
They should use it. Go get a center back.
So
go get him.
Your center back is Konate is that I think his value is around like 30 millions, and if you go for Steeler, it's around 40 millions. So that means we have the money.
Liverpool won't sell him though.
Konate, no, apparently they're more open to sell him now because they know they can lose him for free next year.
For 30, yeah.
I mean, even 40. You know, I think it's too much, but
I think it's one, man. I don't even know if he's the center back we need, man.
I don't think he is. Because he's injury prone, which is really an issue here. He's better than Rudiger. Don't get me wrong. He's better than Rudiger. But he's too much like Rudiger and Militao. So to me, if you have the three of them, that doesn't really make sense. You would need like a different type of defender. I think you would need more like a guy that controlled the defense at the back, and I don't think he's that guy. I think as an opportunity next year, maybe take him because it's going to be free. This season, I don't think we should go for him. Now, there's also the situation with Saliba. So, like, if we take him Konate now, so that means we're saying bye to Saliba, because I don't see us having Militao, Saliba, Konate, and Dino Huysen.
Why not, man? Bring back some good old days.
That, but then that's a lot of money spent.
I think what you said, man. We need a leader at the back. So I think Militao is that leader. We've seen it over the years, and I think he's a leader. But we don't know about his fitness yet this season. Huysen, he's young. He knows how to control the game. He's calm. So we need a little bit more calm defenders. So we need like somebody else, like, because for example, let's say with Konate, somebody was saying, Van Dijk makes whoever he's partnered with look even better, right? Because you just have those types of defenders who lead the back and also lead the team, right? So, for example, you have your leaders and you have your soldiers, right? So Kanate is a soldier, Rudiger is a soldier, Asencio is a soldier, right? Heusen could be a leader, and Militao is a leader and a soldier at the same time. So we need just more a player who can command that back line, who's going to be able to tell Trent, okay, dude, what are you doing? Okay, getting position, right? Be able to tell, like, control that back line. So this is what this team is maybe lacking, man. We're lacking that leadership and that they have the experience. They have the experience, but we're lacking that leadership, right? So if we can get maybe, huh?
We need a natural.
Yeah, honestly, we do, man. Honestly, we just miss. But as well, like, I think a lot of teams are missing that type of player. But this is what we need.
Mm-hmm.
We need somebody. We need somebody who is gonna play, perform, give his all, game after game, but also make the players around him better. Right? You're not just playing for yourself, but you're playing for the whole team. You see your partner's not doing well, you help them out. You motivate them. You do whatever. Right? So we need more of those players. We need the Carvajalos. We need the Militaos. We need the Ramoses. We need these players, man. Just be like, dude, Bellingham, you're in midfield. Get in midfield. Vinny, what are you doing? Like, we need that, man. You know. So
that player needs to be capable to come off from the bench also and still perform as a starter. This is the type of players that we need. Because
yeah.
from what I've seen from Militao is going to be our starter next season.
I know, but then, man, I don't want to get him injured again, man.
yeah, I know. Me too, to be fair. But I'm very optimistic with the way I saw him. So, yeah. Oh, let me ask you about. So you've watched the game, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about Van Garcia now?
Oh yeah. So Frank Garcia, man, he had a good tournament.
Yeah.
That PSG game, no player played good, but that PSG game for Frank Garcia, it reminded me of the Barcelona games. So when he's isolated, he doesn't know what to do.
He got cooked.
He's just always late. But hey, once again, the whole team was late. So I think the games that Frank Garcia played well, he played well because the team was playing well, right? And Alonso got the team playing collectively, right? So every player defensively pressing looked really good. So I think that's what we need. We need the team to play good. But it's the same thing with Liverpool when you have like Trent as your right back, right? Like they were defending well as a team, and then it didn't isolate Trent as much, right? So same thing with Man City when they have a midfield of Gundogan, what is it? Gundogan, like Rodrygo, Rodri, and De Bruyne. De Bruyne and Gundogan not necessarily known for their defensive attributes, but the team presses and it defends well as a team, right? So now you can be, oh well, Gundogan, okay, getting his tackles and all this kind of stuff, right? So Garcia. Yeah, man. I think, for example, when we go up against the big dogs, Barcelona, I don't think he'll be playing, man. I think Carreras will be playing. He has to because, man, man, he got cooked, man.
Yeah, cooked. Like I saw him as a frying egg, though. Like I was, oh my, here we go. But I knew it. You know, I'm can't even believe. And then the thing is, because of like the tournament that he had, that it's hiding. It's just. I don't need him to stay. I'll be honest.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna bring anything. And I understand, like, yeah, it's all a hype. I I understand people are saying, yeah, he has an amazing tournament, etc. But realistically, we played like teams. Who did we play? Salzburg. Who else did we play? Like, it's not the best Juventus or whatever.
You got man of the match against who? Was it Dortmund or Juventus?
Yeah, I think he got man number a match against Dortmund. Yeah,
Yeah.
Good.
Man,
After 3 seasons being here.
But then what? We get another left back or what?
Me personally, I'll Floyd, I can get like 25 meters from him.
Yeah. Then who do you get then?
I don't mind. whoever, it won't be worse.
But then this is how I feel about, for example, like what is it, Sabellios in midfield. Like,
I didn't say to you he should stay.
let him go, man. Get your 10 million and then give somebody else shots. Like, we know what we're gonna get, man.
With Ceballos, we're gonna get maybe like between 5 to 10 million maximum.
Yeah,
5 to 10 million nowadays is nothing. 25 millions is more.
Yeah, but dude, it's not even about the money, man. Just get the dead wood out. Like, just get it out, man. Like, we're acting like Madrid is a poor team, man. This is the same team that offered like 250 million from Mbappe like 2 summers ago, man. Like, they got money.
Things have changed, but then like he's not Real Madrid caliber, and I think, I think this game should. And don't get me wrong, you know, he wasn't the worst player. It was worse than him.
Yeah.
But realistically, you won't win anything with him.
Yeah. So you got like 5 minutes left now, right?
Yeah.
So what center back should we get then? If not, what center back would you get?
The market is a bit weird nowadays. So I'm not sure like who is available. What was the name of the guy in Inter? Is it Bastoni?
The young guy, yeah. Actually, I watched him against Barcelona in the games before. Who were Inter playing before?
Let me check.
Oh, it was against Barcelona. I watched him. Yeah, man, he was good, man. I liked him. He was commanding.
So is that Bastoni his name? Yeah.
Yeah, Bastoni. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Bastoni.
Okay.
I don't think he will be that expensive. Like,
I think he's pricey. Let me check his value.
Between 60 to 80 million, something like that, maybe.
It's 80 million, yeah.
Is it 80 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe you're looking at 90 or 100 million to get him. Because the kid is like he's 26. Okay, he's 26.
Oh yeah, 26. I'll take him.
Yeah, no. But like for me, man, I think we've spoken about it before, man. I was like Gabriel at Arsenal. Him, man.
Well, Gabriel is
before he signed the contracts.
If you talk to Arsenal fans, they said Gabriel is better than Saliba.
I agree, honestly, because the thing is with Saliba, man, he doesn't command that back line like a top center back should. Gabriel does that, and in big games he messes up. He gets nervous or whatever, but he messes up in big games. You can't do that. He's making the same mistake that Asencio is making. Like, honestly, against Newcastle, like, honestly, it's no, man. You can't perform like that.
Yeah, I don't see Saliba being the defender that everybody is talking about, especially when I watch him playing with the national team. I'm like, no, he's not even a starter. So if you tell me, let's go for Gabriel. I think he's 27.
27. Same market value with Saliba, I think, or maybe 10 million less, around 70. But he just had a new contract, man. You gotta give it at least like 6 months, huh?
Yeah, there's like few players I'm pretty sure that could be available and I could play.
He's 28 actually.
He's 28.
No, sorry, no. This is Jesus. No, sorry. He is 27, yeah.
27.
75 million.
75 million.
Yeah. I think, man. Okay, so Madrid, the problems we have problems now. Go heavy in the transfer window. Get your top center back, get your midfielder. And Steeler, I don't know anything about him. But once again, man, I think we need a top midfielder, man. A top midfielder in there. You know, like.
But top midfielder now, you're thinking about what's his name? Enzo Fernandez, yeah? Enzo Fernandez?
I don't like him. I haven't seen that many games of him. When I have seen him, he's fine, but he's not consistent. I don't want him in Madrid. I wouldn't like him at Madrid
at all.
Give me McAllister. Give me him. Go and spend 100 million.
I don't know. He's a weird player. I don't know. I do not understand what is his position. What?
He's Xavi Alonso reincarnated, man. He's literally he plays the same kind of he plays the same way as Alonso.
So we should have gone for Zubimendi then.
Zubimendi. Yeah, man. I'm tired of his name, man. There's a few footballers I'm tired of the names. Zubimendi, Gyökeres, Sesko. I'm tired. I want to hear about them. Like I'm done, man.
We should have gone for Zubimendi then.
True.
Do you know what I'm thinking? I know Perez. I know what he's going to do. You see, like all the players that we're saying right now, none of them is going to come. And I believe like we are done. Unless Colateral damaged and unless like we're selling Rodrygo, I don't think anybody's going to come. I know Perez is like my uncle. I grew up with him. I know exactly what he's going to do. He already said to Xabi Alonso, no, you're not going to get any more players apart from Carreras. He signed already. He's going to say to him, listen, you have how many center backs do you have? He's going to tell you, Rudiger, Alaba, Militao, especially with Militao's game. Trust me, Militao, Asencio, and Hausen. That's 5 center backs, and none of them are on the market.
Yeah,
he's good. Nobody's going to come. You'll see, nobody's going to come. And midfield, well, I doubt it. But there's a possibility that I think they should go for Stiller. You know, a guy that will not cause any problem. The guy that if you put him on the bench, you'll be like, "Hey, I'm happy. I'm in Real Madrid, man."
Yeah.
You know?
No. In fairness, like this is the biggest transfer window we've had. Like, well, we have 4 players, right? Yeah,
we haven't done that. We usually don't do that. Like for the past few years, we haven't done that. I think it was urgent. Now I don't think like adding more players is urgent. We do think like our players are just not getting, but Florentino Perez is going to tell him, "Hey man, you have enough players now. Like, what else do you want? Like, I didn't even do that for Zidane and Ancelotti. You have going to do that? I have no chance. We had a stadium to keep.
Oh man, yeah. No, I know, man. I know, but I still think, man, center back, central midfield, those 2, and then that's okay. Like the right back, that's a luxury, and at the forward, if Rodrygo goes, that's a luxury. But yeah, sell Rodrygo and then get a center back and
forget about the center forward. With Gonzalo Gamshaw, forget about this. Yeah,
we don't need that anymore. We don't need that anymore.
For sure. Like I don't know who's gonna watch this, but guys, forget about any center forwards. What's his name? Budimir? Forget about it.
It's gone, man. It's gone. All right. So I guess we'll close it off with do you think we're gonna be able to win La Liga and or the Champions League this new season?
We're gonna compete for La Liga. The Champions League, I'm not sure because the squad were, but we're gonna compete for La Liga.
Like La Liga, do you not think now, for example, Alonso has a better squad? Let's say as it is right now. And we did just finish like 4 points behind Barcelona.
I think Xabi Alonso will have a better understanding of the squad. We just lost one of our biggest player in history, Modric. Losing Lucas Vazquez, Valero is gone. Who else? I think like Xabi Alonso will have a better understanding of the squad, and that will make a difference. Remember, last seasons we had major injuries, and we still finished 4 points behind Barcelona. This year will be different.
Yeah, man, we haven't been lucky with our defense, man, for 2 seasons now. With Courtois was out the season before. So if we the team we have now, if we can just keep them fit and then get players performing at the level they really should be performing, Vinicius Jr., for example, if we get him like cooking, man, get the Vini of old back, then man, this team is going to be dangerous. So we just need our players to stay fit, and then for players to go above and beyond their level, right? We don't want to see any of these players performing poor like they did this season.
But because think about this, if the game against PSG turns a different way, I think we would have been all happy with the team performance the whole tournament. It's only that game, basically.
Yeah, but I think I think people are still happy. Like for me, like here that PSG game, yeah. Some of the reviews I listened to, they're like, yeah, like what did you expect? You know, like we did what we could. It wasn't good enough, but I think the general consensus is that people like are happy with the tournament. I'm happy with the tournament, and
yeah, we good with that. The only issue with this game was like the relationship between Mbappe and Vini. But
yeah.
One of them needs to be on the bench anyway.
I'm up for it, man. I'm up for it, and I hope Alonso will be ruthless. If one of them is not performing, then take them out, right? If any of these players aren't performing, he needs to be ruthless, man. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right then, big man.
Yeah. It was a pleasure. And
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Well,
we should do that again soon.
What's this?
We should do that again soon for preseason.
Yeah, no, sounds good. Yeah. So we can catch up again. We'll let you guys know when the next show is on. The next show with me and Steph. Yeah, talking about some possible new sightings, you know, the new look Real Madrid. But yeah, man, I'm still excited for the new season. You know, we have this Club World Cup. I think it was worth it in the end, man. You know, just give us a little more hope for the new season. So
I'm happy Xabi Alonso took over. Some didn't want him to take over for the World Cup. He did.
Yeah, same. And I think we got the right manager, honestly. So it's gonna be a good few seasons.
Yeah.
All right, big man. See you later, guys.
See you later.